Hello, we are back with another banger. This is the final match of the losers bracket. After that, there should only be the finals left. And
Battle control initial.
We have Sovet and TeaCommissar versus Brezel and Goljat. I think this is the map choice of Sovet and TeaCommissar, who play on the top. We have Iraq and Blackhand, so I think Blackhand is the strongest choice of TeaCommissar. He's playing a very rushy game now. I think, again, like all his games were quite rushy. He's not going for much economy, he's not scaling up, but his pressure and his unit composition is really good. So on this map usually we see not rocket bikes from him, and of course buggies also in the mix. Sovet usually we see on this map, or also on maps like this. We had the eagle play style with combat Chinooks, but this time he is Iraq. So I guess we're gonna see more of the radiation terror. Really nice to see that in the tournament. I was always a bit afraid that Iraq is too weak and not really playable. I hope it's gonna change now a bit. Maybe with the chemical cloud, so they have a bit more answers to heavy tanks. But these games are really like infantry and early game oriented. I think Iraq is an excellent choice anyway. From Brezel, I think this is Brezel, right? No, Goljat, they have very similar colors. We have a Yui, I think an absolutely great choice for the early game. It can handle so much stuff like Desolators. Don't walk you guys in there, man. And here we have Brezel with mercenaries. I think this guy is going for the oil derrick, a good capture, but the buggy might kill him before he does so. So capturing the oil derrick is much better job from the top team. The guys here, oh yeah, I think he's gonna die soon if you go for this, because the buggy will just be like, no my friend, you're gonna die. That's what just happened. No support, no protection for the guy, for the engineer. So he had to die, how sad. The game is already in full swing, and we see, as expected, rocket hail bikes with PDL, but often not played not with PDL. I think that's an improvement to get a guys PDL on the guys. Crew launcher, also good decision, but they would lose against the rocket bikes as long as they have PDL and he does not have support. Yeah, that's a really strong rush game. I think Brezel is absolutely not prepared here for this situation. The flamers are insane. No wonder they got nerfed later. Not much, but a bit. The flame is just too strong, especially if like you do a paradrop and one flamer can take out insane number of buildings in short time. Okay, but the guys have mostly defended the rush. There was no absolutely critical damage done, just a little bit of advantage for the top team from this first encounter. Okay, here we see anti-air Hyena missile launcher. I mean, they're also okay against ground, but mostly anti-air. Against the UEs, I think a decent choice. He's building a lot of the guys. Okay, this thing I think it does nothing except that you see stuff and you can build close to it. Range of vision. Oh, only vision? You cannot build close to it? That's only the forward command that allows you to build from it? Capture to give buildable area, yeah. Okay. And we see another go from TeaCommissar. I think the MLR is actually not too bad against the bikes, but the bikes have PDL, so they're just like a late game unit, or yeah, mid-late game. So, and the MLR is early game, so they should actually win this. He might lose his construction yard. He should just unpack it and move. Okay, here's the second one, so maybe not. The rush is still ongoing. I think the team on bottom, if they can consolidate now and if they can settle and... Okay, spectators disconnect, doesn't really matter. I think they go for a bit more economy. Like, he has 2 MCVs, 2 construction yards, so he can build more stuff. We see the base a bit bigger, a bit more buildings, more production capabilities on the bottom team, but doesn't mean anything. Okay, he's now going for a push by himself. The rocket bike is just much farther. They're just... Yeah, okay, he takes out the air unit. This is not a very smart kind of go. He just loses stuff in the back and forth. So he does not have the right answers. The Creo UEs are nice units, but I think in this matchup they will be killed like nothing. Oh, okay, but the Creo is not too bad against... Okay, okay. It's not looking bad for the team on bottom. Nice match. We have often had nice matches on this map. Yeah, the PDL is missing. Brezel is missing PDL, so the rocket tail bikes can just unleash their hail and destroy all the stuff. Oh yeah, this was absolutely critical blow to Brezel. He might not be able to defend further pushes, especially not if he runs out of power. He needs point defense lasers, he needs to stop that crazy rocket missile hail. I don't know if we're missing a fight here. But that's going to be horrible for him. Still out of power. I'm not so sure if he's producing power plant. He should place it. He has it. He lost a second MCV. Here we have some markings. Yeah, the buggies do a good job at taking out infantry. It's a nice play. Sovet is everywhere and he's having good overview of the combat. Oh, I think these guys were misplaced, sadly. And he loses the Yui as well. No, but the buggies take some hits. Did we miss this fight here? No, not yet. Yeah, I think Goljat is a bit missing more units now. Okay. He upgraded to Hailstorm, which is not a bad idea, but what he really needs is PDL. The mobile sensor array could get PDL and it would make a lot of sense to have it on the guys. The Orcas, also a good choice. Maybe miss some upgrade. He is Talon. Oh, I forgot to introduce the factions at the beginning of the game. Okay. So with Talon he cannot get the Sonic Orcas. That would be a perfect pick here for these guys. But they're just still missing PDL, so they just take a lot of hits. Okay, now we see some of the new heavy bombers. Nice. Nice to also see these guys in the tournament. The case of Iraq, it's a nuclear bomber. So this one just drops a huge nuke. If he can land a shot, it's a really good attack. I think TeaCommissar has already done a very well job at grinding down the guys here. The bombers should just go in and wreak havoc. They could also, if they just throw somewhere here, take out a lot of units. And we have some anti-air SU fighters. The US have no chance against this. The other heavy bombers coming now. Will they land their hit? I think Sovet has such a big army. Yeah, there was a nuke. It took out 2 buildings. Nice, but I don't think it was a good trade. They were taken out too easily in this case, I think. If we look at the army, then Soviet's army is a lot bigger. It's like the other armies combined. So I think if these guys would just go, it looks not good, I think, for the team on bottom. Cluster missile hit here. And Brezel has a really hard time to keep up. It's only a bit of ore left here. The ore in the back base is empty, so the guys really need to find some solutions now for this game. Okay, but the earnings are down as well, so I think the guys have secured this ore field here. That's nice. Yeah, I think they need to find some solutions here now, or they will just lose this game. Okay, now the hailstorms do some kind of job, but I don't know if they can really overpower the guys. Oh, heavy hits. Yeah, they just drive away, they don't care. Okay, here we have some nice fights. The Katyushas and the HTKs just poison the whole area. It's not too bad for Goljat since he has crew launchers. Yeah, he's hit and running the Brezel guy. I think the guys are just so defensive, and here we're missing the PDL to stop the rockets. Maybe the UAs should help, yeah. I think Talon has a quite hard time against this not playstyle, because Talon is late game. It's like the units are slow but heavy, but they cannot do much against the hit and run stuff. But maybe the sensor array and the Hailstorm MLRS, if the sensor arrays had PDL, it would be fine already. But in this case they just get overwhelmed. Prism cannons also more like anti-heavy, but would also work here in this case. They have a range of 11.5, that should be the same as the bikes. They have 12, yeah, so I think with the instant hit, I think they can do it. They can win this. The hit and run, I think if we look at the statistics, then yeah, TeaCommissar has like killed more than the other players combined, maybe even. Yeah, like almost. More than the enemy, his opponent combined, definitely. The rocket bikes, he's doing a great job here with back and forth. Infantry is not too bad idea here. Maybe with some medics would also be good. But I think GDI lost the medics. They no longer have those. Or maybe Talon lost it, I'm not so sure. But this was too strong that Talon had strong infantry and strong late game tanks. But in this situation, there's no real answer for him. He also needs to have nice unit composition to beat this. Now the mobile sensor area has PDL, that's the right answer. But I think he cannot win this anymore because he's sitting in space, has no more income. It's just a little bit of ore left here, and whatever these mines put out. And there's no way he's gonna stop that. The Creo Hueys are nice, but the PDL of the bikes is enough. So he's gonna win this with a straight back and forth. And this army is not to stop for either of the two players. So I think they will be taken out now. MCV is lost to construction yard. The bunker is a great action here. It deals a lot of damage against these lightly armored units. So that was a really good placement. So no wonder Goljat has done some damage. The guys, I don't think they can get out of this mess anymore. It's not possible. They do a really good job defending this, but it's no longer possible to win it. There's no income. Oil derricks is not the right answer here. You should try to mine the fields. The oil is just too slow. It's a really good thing to do when the whole map is mined, but if your opponent is really mining, still mining full fields, then... Oh, what a nuke. He just took out the army. But the bomber died as well. Okay, here we have some nice Katyushas. Yeah, maybe Katyusha's not so bad here. The defense of the guys is still okay, but now I think it's just over. I don't think they can do anything against this onslaught. That game is just over. Strong play again by TeaCommissar and Sovet. Brezel and Goljat can no longer defend this. We have not seen so much crazy Iraq radiation stuff, but this time rather like the metal acid clouds, the Sovet, the bombers. He has a lot of infantry. It also makes a bit of sense because there's this clone facility of Iraq, but he has not built a cloning vet, so he does not get double infantry. I think if you build so many guys, so many infantry, you should get it, because then you get more of the good stuff. Goljat is defeated. And the game is over. Congrats to TeaCommissar and Sovet. But there will be a second match, or maybe a third even, we will see. And we hop straight into it.
Battle control initialized.
Yeah, I think that's the game. Let's go for it. So I think this time this is the map pick of Goljat and Brezel, because the guys picked a map that's not as rush friendly, so TeaCommissar cannot do his stuff here. I think maybe with air units that's still possible. He goes straight for the sub-pen, straight for water. He's North Korea now, that's a different faction. Sovet is Eagle now. I think that's like his main faction maybe. That's the thing we see most of the time. Maybe it's a good faction for this map as well. I think he likes the EMP Orcas also. We have seen those guys in a couple of games. And of course the combat Chinooks. Maybe his main unit yet. TeaCommissar with North Korea. I don't think we have seen this yet. Yeah. This first encounter here, but just a little bit of infantry skirmishing. We see Goljat with Harvester 11, so he goes for the screen now. Yeah, I think that's the obvious choice on this map. Screen airblob is really good here. But we have Aegis Cruiser already, so the guys are already like, yeah, you know, we know that you will just build this stupid screen airblob shit. So we just get the Aegis Cruisers right away. And that's the right answer, because Aegis Cruiser is, I think, the strongest answer to screen airblob, but you need water for that, so it's limited. But on this map, as the water is like going diagonal through the map, but just there's a middle, like a big corridor, a bridge in the middle, whatever you call it, you can cover like the front line completely with Aegis Cruiser, since the range is really big. I think it says range 7 here, but I'm not so sure if this is correct, because I think the anti-air missiles have longer range. I think 7 is the range of the missiles versus ground. Yeah, I think so. We also have battle cruisers. Yeah, I think we know this already. Crazy battle cruiser and Aegis. I think it's something that Sovet used to win a 2-1 game, and why not TeaCommissar do the same stuff? Makes sense. They are already losing a lot of stuff unnecessarily here. I think there's only one correct answer for the team on top here, and that would be get chips. They get chips. Ooh, but they get the destroyer. Ooh, it is strong weather submarines. So that's a special unit against submarines, and the guys, I'm not so sure. It doesn't look like they will have any submarines, because they're going for other ships that are good against ground and air. So I think it is perfect song here for this air armada coming and the ships shooting. Really nice, the Hell March. Yeah, I don't know. The air units, I think, against air defense, not a good idea. Yeah. Crew launchers, usually a good choice, but not against the battlecruisers. Battlecruisers just much better artillery in all regards. It has PDL and it shoots a good artillery shot, so don't try it with crew launchers. I think it's a bad idea. The right answer is to get battlecruisers yourself. You could also go for like submarines that shoot long-range missiles, and you get some Aegis cruisers yourself. It's not as important. Oh, we see the Kirov carrier also. Nice. It's a rare sight. I'm really curious if it is good, but he needs vision. He should not like use that like this. Yeah. Go back and use it like a long-range carrier unit. Because it's all. I think it works also well to take out these buildings. Okay, let's. I think maybe I'm too one-sided here. I should also take the perspective of the other team. Okay, we have bastions, heavy air units from Skrin. We have some carriers alongside, nice. But there should be more stuff coming. It's a small army, and he should like get to the front. I think against the combat Chinooks, bastion is not the right answer. It can only attack ground. Yeah. Okay, now we also have some torpedo Eurocopters. That's a horrible idea. So how do the guys work? Like they drop bombs, and when the bombs hit the ground, they release a torpedo. You see the torpedo here, but the problem is the torpedoes will just bump into the rocks and then they will deal no damage. So I mean the torpedo guys can be really good, but they're not easy to use. Mostly they're anti-submarine aircraft because they see submarines and the torpedoes hunt down submarines. They are also okay against the battlecruiser since they cannot do anything, but against the Aegis, no chance. This is an anti-airship. The torpedoes do not really have a chance. Yeah, there's some hit and run stuff from the combat Chinooks, and the destroyers can shoot air. But they're not really strong against air. They don't have anti-air missiles. They have more like the Kirov carriers also do their stuff. So the wrong choice of units is deadly here, and he loses all his ships against the combat Chinooks. Kirov carriers, I think he needs vision. He should really get some vision. The Kirov carriers need the vision to... Okay, yeah. Because they retreat if they have no vision. Or you need to like get some infantry here, get some other aircraft that can fly to the front, yaks, whatever. And when you have vision, the carriers can go for it. But I understand also for the playstyle of TeaCommissar, I don't know if this is the right unit because he likes to do hit and run and everything. But he seems to play a different style here and it's working out well, so why not? I don't know, where's the Goljat Air Armada? I guess he already lost it against... Here's a few of the carriers where the bastions. Okay. We have some Eurofighters here. I think it's not a bad choice against these guys here, but there's just too many. So many air units. So you can hunt those guys down with the Eurofighters, but you really need to shoot in there. Okay, you got one down. If you trade one Eurofighter with one combat Chinook, that's fine. The carriers are also a bit tanky, so it's really hard to just kill them with Eurofighters, but I think it's possible. Yeah, if the small yaks from the Kirovs start shooting against the Eurofighters, it's over. And the huge amount of Aegis cruisers. I don't think they can win this anymore. Here we see this Skrin Armada against the Orcas. They stand no chance since they're outnumbered big time. Also, he should have some other anti-air. The carriers are okay against air, but they cannot win such a fight. You need anti-air, dedicated anti-air, I think, in this case. PDL would also help a lot, I think. This is everything is missile based here. I think it's over. This over for the top team. So this is the finals of the loser bracket of the tournament. So I think that means that Sovet and TeaCommissar will be in the final match, the final game. Absolutely deserved. We see good play. We see strong variation. It's not like they play always the same stuff. We see also very good rushes. We see good map control here on such a map like here, which is much more about map control. Rushing is not the best option here. Yeah, congrats. We have seen North Korea now. Interesting. I think the Kirov carriers were not too bad, but they were missing a little bit of scouting and like reconnaissance. So recon that you see, stuff that you can then attack with the carrier. Maybe it needs more auto-targeting range, I'm not so sure. But I guess it's more about the vision. I should try out the Kirov carriers more to find out if they have a problem or if they are fine. Okay, it was a nice match. I think I sunk a little bit too much into my into my hammock, but see you guys in the finals.